All right, YouTube, how we doing? It's your boy Aziz, rhymes with disease, back for another video. Sorry that we've been so late. Been busy with my 9 to 5, but I've seen a lot of guys struggle with this type of video. So I want to not only make a video on this because this is something that's helped me, but this is something that's going to help a lot of guys because I know a lot of guys struggle with the term confidence. Let's get into it and let's get straight into what I mean by confidence. Confidence, especially in the year 2025, can be looked at as a bad thing and a very negative thing because a lot of people can tell you you're too confident, they can call you arrogant, and they can call you very selfish for not only feeling good about yourself, but having a lot of pride in the things that you're capable of doing and what you yourself know you're good at doing. So I'm here to tell you that don't listen to a lot of people around you. Only listen to yourself and those who truly understand you and love you, because a lot of the times people will tell you to be quote unquote humble because they themselves don't want you to reach your greatness. I'm here to tell you, and take this very carefully, being humble is half a myth. The only time you need to be humble is when you're being thankful for the accomplishments that you've been able to achieve. When it comes to being humble, you quite literally have no reason to ever be humble. Why? Because as long as you make sure you thank God when you are feeling good and being very appreciative of what you've accomplished, you have no reason to be humble because you are God's child. If you had the opportunity to wake up today and you achieved something very great, there is no reason why you should not take pride and you should not celebrate what you did, because you took advantage of the opportunities that God gave you. A lot of people do not take advantage of the opportunities placed in front of them. So when they see other people achieving more than them, even though they have the same opportunity, they do not like those people to feel good about themselves. They do not want those people to cheer themselves on, and they would rather put those people down because they themselves do not know what it's feel like to be uplifted. So I'm here to tell you that your confidence is a superpower, and here is how to use it. The first way to not only use but unlock your confidence is by getting in the gym. Getting in the gym has been the best thing for my confidence. Although I'm still skinny and I'm still working on building more muscle, I can 100% say that the version of Aziz that is in the year 2025 is twice as confident as the Aziz that I was in the year 2024 and the year 2023. Why? Because I am not only more attractive than I've ever been, I'm more physically fit than I've ever been in my entire life. And that has been a world difference for my confidence, because if you're someone like me who's very skinny, one thing that you've always been told throughout your life is how you need to eat more and how you not only look like a stick. Those two things in general, although they're not too bad, when you're heard and when they're told to you every single day throughout many aspects of your life, it gets very annoying. So I'm here to tell you that if you're someone like me who's skinny, or if you're somebody who has a lot of weight and is very insecure and doesn't have a lot of self-confidence, the first and the most guaranteed way to increase your confidence is by changing your body. Changing your body will not only give you confidence, but it's going to show you that you've had a lot of confidence deep down. You just haven't done the right things to bring it out. And by that, I mean, once you start going to the gym, you're able to change your bodies. You're able to build your chest, build your biceps, and able to achieve abs like I have. Not only will your confidence increase, but you're able to see and or understand why a lot of people's confidence is lacking. It's lacking because a lot of people do not understand or have done the things in order to get to the goals that they personally have for themselves. And one goal that a lot of people have for themselves personally is to look as physically good as possible. But a lot of people hold themselves back by doing a lot of bad habits, having a lot of bad diets, and doing the things that keep them where they currently are. If you're somebody who likes to drink a lot of alcohol, not track the food that they eat, and they eat anything and everything when they feel like it, or they just have very bad things that they do for their body, such as jerking off, not having good hygiene, and or being somebody who just lounges around and isn't active, you need to change your body and your mindset. Those two things are the first things that I want you personally to not only do to build your confidence, but they're going to show you what you need to do in order to change other areas of your life. because once you start building your confidence in the gym, that translates to other aspects of your life, such as your job, such as school, and such as any endeavors that you have, whether it's starting a business or focusing on a skill set that you maybe wanted to but never chose to dive into. For example, ever since I started going to the gym, it has increased my confidence to not only dive deeper into the things that I've wanted to do, but it's also pushed me to not only get myself going on all the aspects that I know I would be good at, such as YouTube and talking. I am very talkative. I love to talk and I love talking to other people. That's why I knew me starting a YouTube channel would be something that would be a great outlet for me, because I have a lot of words, I have a lot of things to say, and I don't really have a platform or a space where I'm able to express myself and let out the words that are constantly jumbled in my mind. So having a YouTube platform is definitely something that's been very helpful for me in building my confidence and allowing me to show off the skill set that I have in terms of speaking. I want everybody to not only understand themselves, but to build the skill sets that are going to allow you to dive deeper into other areas of your life, but go out into the world and show everybody the aspects of yourself that you have never been able to share, because you are a very unique person. The person watching this video is very unique, and you have a lot of talents that I want you to share with the world, but self-doubt, procrastination, those are the two things that are holding you back, along with a slight bit of laziness, because although some of you are very ambitious, you can get ambitious and also have days where you're very lazy. So I understand how laziness can be a factor that holds a lot of men back. It even to this day still holds me back. So I'm not going to get on here and act like I'm perfect, but I'm here to tell you also all the things that not only affect me, but possibly affect you, so that you can combat these things and get to a point where you're elevated and kicking the butt out of all these lazy and bad habits that you have personally. So the first thing I want you to do is get in the gym. The second thing that I want you to do, and I've kind of iterated this already, is not to procrastinate. Do not procrastinate on the things that you have to do for yourself, whether it's going to the gym, doing your schoolwork, getting a different job, or starting the job that you have, or building something for yourself, whether it's a business, whether it's a new skill set, or starting a hobby that you've always wanted to do but were too scared to dive into. Do not procrastinate doing the things that you wanted to do for yourself, because if you're someone like me who is completing step one, which is going to the gym, you will boost your confidence and it will translate into other areas of life. Because as you've seen yourself change your body, as you've seen yourself do something that's very hard, which is become more physically fit, change your mindset, it will give you the ability and the confidence to dive into other areas that you wanted to but were too scared of. But because you've now built the confidence and you now know that you were able to change your body, you will have the confidence to know that you can change these other aspects of your life with time and with the right amount of effort. I want you to put in the right amount of time and the right amount of effort, because the things that you start to do today will not be perfect today. But as you do it today, as you do it tomorrow, and as you do it the next day, I want you to strive to do better each day by 1%. Fix one area each day that you know you can improve on, and that will not only give you the compounding interest of doing better, but it will also increase your confidence by 1% daily in that task that you're doing, because you've seen how you're able to get better progressively throughout the time that you've been working on said task. And the third thing that I want you to do, the third thing is not compare yourself. For me, that is the biggest thing that I do wrong. I am constantly more worried about the outcome than I am just doing the work. That's why I find myself at times being stagnant and not progressing in ways, because I'm too focused on becoming the person that I know I want to be, instead of just doing the things that I know will get me to where I want to be. That's why even at times, me, myself, I slip up with going to the gym and I slip up with making these YouTube videos consistently. But I always have to remind myself not to compare myself to anybody, because as I too find myself comparing myself to other people, I forget that there are plenty of people in this world who see my videos, who see my physique, and wish that they could be in the position that I am currently in. So I need to not only appreciate it, but understand where I currently am, but I need to not compare myself and wish that I was higher than I currently am, because you don't know what the person who is next to you has done to get to where they want to be. The person that you want to be like has possibly been in the gym or been working at the task that you want to be good at for at least 5 to 10 years. And you yourself has only been working on that task or that skill set for 1 to 2 years. So a veteran can't compare to a novice. Don't compare yourself to others, because the more you focus on other people, the more you don't see what you are currently doing, and the more you don't see the progress that you currently have made, because you are working very hard. I'm working very hard, but the only way to truly understand and appreciate the hard work you're putting in is by constantly focusing on yourself. Do not compare yourself to anybody. And when you fail or feel like you need to improve, work on improving. Focus so much on yourself that anybody who even could be better than you looks like they do not compare to you, because you've been working on yourself so much and you believe in yourself so hard that no matter what anybody else does around you, you will not even think that they could beat you in any way, shape, or form. That is how strong I want your confidence to be. So strong that you think that you could take on even the experts in your area or in the subject that you're studying or working on. So that, my friend, are the 3 things that I want you to do. Not 6, but 3. I want you to get in the gym. I want you not to compare yourself, and I want you to not procrastinate. Those 3 things will not only help you, but they've been helping me consistently make YouTube videos, consistently make TikToks, and continue to motivate myself to get in the gym. You have a lot of confidence locked within you, but the more that you procrastinate, the more that you overthink, the more that you compare yourself to others, the more you put yourself down, and the more you do not get to where you want to be. Each man that is watching this video is a very strong and capable man. I know you have a lot of things and a lot of potential locked within you, but you are also too comfortable where you currently are. You need to get uncomfortable and stop allowing yourself to be okay with what's going on in your own daily life. If you want change, you need to enforce change. You need to bring out the change that's going to put you where you want to be. So stop procrastinating, stop comparing yourself, and stop doing all the things that are going to keep you where you currently are. Think at a higher elevated level, understand what's going to get you where you want to be, and even if needed, compare yourself to the people who you look up to. Are those the type of people that you want to be like? And if it is, you need to understand if those same people would be doing the things that you're currently doing. And if you know that there are things that you can change, you don't have to change it all today, but at least change one thing. Change one thing and start by doing that one thing consistently. And as you do that one thing consistently, change another habit and do that consistently. That way you don't overload yourself by trying to become a brand new person within a day, but you also work at doing the tasks that are going to get you where you want to be and to the person you want to be, slowly but surely, because patience is key. You will not achieve your overnight success most of the time, because that is a very lucky and a very rare situation. But in order to achieve success, you need to be patient, you need to be consistent, and you need to be somebody who has a set way of doing things. Having a routine, if I would say, being able to get up and do the things that you know you will need to do every day to get you where you want to be is what's going to help you most. Do not overthink the process, because what you need to focus on doing is doing the daily reps. Get in your daily reps, whether it's making those videos, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's studying, or doing anything that you know you need to do to get better. Do it every single day, because doing it every single day will get you to where you want to be. That's why I'm going to challenge myself to make YouTube videos consistently every single day. This video that I'm making may not get uploaded until the next day, but starting tomorrow, Friday, I will be making YouTube videos every single day to push myself and challenge myself to get better. Because as I want to grow my YouTube audience, as I want to be a great example to not only younger men, but everybody in my generation and the generation coming, what you can do when you try your hardest, I also need to put my money where my mouth is and also strive harder to get rid of any bad habits that I personally have. Because as I'm talking to you guys, I don't want to just be someone who talks and doesn't walk the walk. I want to be able to put action behind my words. So as you see these videos now, they will not only be more consistent, but they'll be videos that you yourself will look back on and be able to reference to other people if they need the help that you once needed. So drop a like, drop a comment. Be sure to subscribe to keep the channel growth going. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.